Hey, it's Tracy, and just thought I'd get on here and chat for a few minutes maybe. And it's October. Can you believe that it is October? Yes, and so October means it's my birthday month. Yes, but not till the end of the month, so I have all month to wait. But it's a big milestone birthday this year. Anyway, my hair looks awful. I'm getting my hair done Friday. It gets too long. Go get my spikes back. It's too long to spike up and get it colored because there's too much gray showing. Gotta get it colored. And I'm gonna try a little bit of a different shade of red than I normally do. And so we'll see how that turns out. Show you, maybe I'll do another video Friday or Saturday or something when that happens. Anyway, I thought, I saw someone on YouTube, which, oh my gosh, the drama on YouTube is crazy. But this person doesn't remind me of drama. So someone that I have, I don't know if kind of met on YouTube, but a fellow YouTuber, and I believe she has subscribed to my channel because I subscribed to her channel, and I made a little comment that I have my own channel now, and I joined, pulled her on Snapchat, found her on Snapchat, so really nice lady up in Maryland. So, hi Letty. So I thought I would show you some of my flowers. I noticed your flowers in one of your videos. Now my flowers, some of them, it's Texas. It's been hot, but it's also been very rainy in September. So I think my moss rose, which normally thrives in the warm and the sun and the heat, I actually think it may have drowned a little bit in September in some of the storms that we had. So some of my moss rose isn't looking so good, and some of my marigolds aren't looking so good. I really think that they got a little too much water and a couple of rainstorms, and with the water draining through the pipe thing off the house, you know. But I think, Letty, you had a lantana, and so I was going to show you mine. But I may also send you a snap because I don't know if you'll watch the video. But, oh, and Peter, I did a booger check. So hopefully I'm all good except for end of the day after work, makeup and hair, and need a haircut. But so we're going to go outside and see my flowers. Oh, there's my wreath for fall. And someone came and rang the doorbell thing earlier while I wasn't home. They didn't leave anything, so I think it might have been the fundraiser I ordered. I think it's food. I don't remember now. But, so here is the garden that went crazy that I wasn't sure on this particular, I think they're petunias. And they went crazy. But there's my lantana in the back there that has gone crazy big. It's even coming out just like the petunias out over the sidewalk. So I have that lantana, and I believe these are petunias. The correct name is Vinca, or I don't know. I don't have a green thumb. This is my first year to really plant because we're in a new house. So I wanted to do stuff at my new house. My little chair with the pot in it, planter. That plant in the middle hasn't done so good, but I got a few petunias in mine. Sweet potato plant, doing pretty good. Another lantana, my door, old screen door that I got, and painted a different color and distressed it a little bit. And of course, I think the weather has distressed it a little more on its own. So anyways, I'll back up a little bit. So that's that flower bed leading up to the house, front door. And then over here, I have another lantana that's gotten really big too. And my dragon's breath, I had no idea that they would get so big. But this one is really big, and the other one I'll show on the other side, it's gotten really big. And so here is some of my dead moss rose, or they're trying to survive, my marigolds. Some of them not looking so good, but some of them are. So, you know, live and learn. And the rain, parts of this flower bed gets a lot of water when it rains due to the spout there, back over here in the front. You know, you see that one and everything, and it runs down here and has a hard time escaping because of this sidewalk that was added before we moved in. This little sidewalk was added around the flower bed, which is nice, but that drainage kind of gets backed up. So here is my other dragon's breath, and it is huge, looking pretty in the sunlight, the evening sun. Yep. My bird bath needs to be cleaned really bad, so I don't know if I want to show you my bird bath. I just discovered that yesterday. It needed to be cleaned really bad. So that's that, and that's the extent pretty much of my flowers. Haven't really done anything in the backyard since moving in. So that is that, I guess. We'll turn this back around. Whew, it's still hot outside. I'm telling you. What is it? It's October and it's still, I don't know, in the 80s or 90s. Something like that. Oops. So, anyway, I thought also I might chit-chat a little bit about, let's talk about me a little more. It isn't, like I said, my birthday month. Get to know me. Maybe all my videos in October will be a little more facts about me. I think I said in one of my other videos, I am from Texas, have lived in Texas all my life. This is where I was born and raised, right here in the DFW area. So, ooh, looking very shiny too. It's hot outside. So anyway, so yeah, lived here all my life. The lighting in here is horrible. And went to several different schools while growing up because my mom was married more than once. I will tell you, my biological dad was killed in Vietnam, actually before I was born. He was killed just about, ended up being almost 3 months before I was born, because I was born at the end of the month. And so I never knew my dad, my biological dad. And my mom remarried. I don't want to see my messy office room. I haven't done anything in it lately. So, yeah, never knew my biological dad. And my mom got remarried when I was about a year old. So that gentleman, that man, was pretty much the only dad I ever knew. You know, at 1 and 2, you know, when you're a baby, that's all you know. You don't know any different. And my mom then divorced him when I was about 6, I think. And that man, because he wasn't my biological dad, didn't have any custody, or he didn't adopt me. I have no idea if that was even an option that they talked about. I haven't asked that of my mother. But this gentleman did not adopt me. And so, yeah, I say that after all my life learning and everything, that was my first taste of abandonment, because it was pretty much one day this man's in my life and the next day he's not. And he was my dad, as far as I knew. 6 years old, you know, you don't know any different. And so he didn't have any visitation. There was no visitation or anything like that. He was just cut out of my life, and I was cut out of his. We've kept in touch off and on throughout the years. I've checked on him every once in a while. Unfortunately, seen him in a couple of funerals in my life. So he lives still in the exact same house that he and my mother built, brand new, back in, like, I don't know what it was, 72? No, 69, 70. I don't know exactly when they built the house, because we lived in an apartment first. But 1970, around then, I guess. So, so yeah. So then my mom got, basically she divorced him and married someone else really fast. And so then that would have been my second stepdad, at age 6, 7, something around in there. And so yeah, there's that abandonment issue, trust issue, I guess, also, that you don't even know that you're developing or that you have until later, because you just don't realize what that did, as well as family didn't know what that was doing, what that would do, the lasting impression that it would have on me. So then my mom got married again, like I said, when I was about 6, 7, around in there. And in videos, I won't be surprised if I refer to him as the evil stepdad or the a-hole, because that's pretty much what I referred to him growing up, was the a-hole. This man was an alcoholic and self-employed, so if he didn't always have work, you know, I believe he had a lot of demons. Of course, when I was growing up, I had no idea, you know, how to, I don't know if you'd call it label or, you know, dissect someone, but I know he had to have, because he was an alcoholic, and not too long into the marriage, he became abusive to my mother. At first started just verbally with my mom, as far as I know. These are all from my memories. Some of it is some things that my sister and I have talked about, my mother and I have talked a little, but most of it is my memories. I'm also not a doctor, not a psychologist, not a psychiatrist. I have no degree in anything. Anything I say on my channel is strictly my opinion from my own experiences, what I've read, what I've learned, therapy, group sessions, any and everything that I've done throughout my life, Al-Anon. So it's my own opinion. I don't claim to know how to diagnose anybody or anything. It's just me sharing about my experiences. And so this stepdad that I had, now this man and my mom were married for a little over 13 years. So pretty much all of my childhood growing up, I was with that, my mom was married to that man. And she ended up, it was a gradual thing, but she ended up being the typical battered wife. Didn't know how to leave. She would leave, but she'd always go back. So she didn't know how to leave for good. She had to kind of get to that breaking point or that last straw. Finally, you know, stand up for herself. And in that, she also really didn't know how to stand up for her children either. So unfortunately, I've learned as I've gotten older too, some of the decisions that she made could be seen as neglect on the part of my sister and I, mostly on things that she chose not to do, not to take action on, not to follow through on. Today, I try to just go to the thing, she did the best that she could at that time in her life with what she knew and how she was. I have forgiven my mom. My mom and I finally have a good relationship. I guess probably the last 3 or 4 years, I guess it's really gotten good. I'm telling you, don't let it take 40 years to repair a relationship with a loved one. It's still not great. I'm not close to her. We have a good relationship, but I'm not super close to my mom. I can go days without talking to her. When we didn't have a good relationship, I could go weeks without talking to her, and it didn't bother me at all. I held a lot of resentment, grudges, anger. And eventually you have to let go of that stuff, or it hurts you more than it hurts the other person. You have to realize the coping skills that you developed when going through childhood trauma don't necessarily work when you're an adult, dealing with adult problems and adult situations and relationships. Doesn't quite work the same. And it took a long time to figure those things out and to let go of a lot of things. My husband that I have now has really encouraged me and helped me a lot in self-discovery and repairing my relationship with my mom. He's really been a big advocate for repairing my relationship with my mom. Anyway, so, yeah, he was an alcoholic, abusive to my mother. He was abusive to me, and he was abusive to my sister. And all of us were abused in similar ways, but all of us were abused in very distinctive, different ways also. Don't think I'm going to get into all that in this video because I need to really start wrapping up. Husband's going to be home soon, dinner, the whole evening thing. But I thought I'd get on here and just say hi. I haven't had a video in a week, I guess, because yes, my group at work, we did go to Chick-fil-A again today and had lunch. It was crowded today, really crowded today for our regular time, but it was good. Today I had the salad. Tried to be good. Their Cobb salad's really great. But so the group did go. It was a good lunch. I'm busy at work, which is good, keeps me busy, but listen to my YouTube videos and music and stuff in the background while I'm working. So anyway, yeah, I really appreciate y'all listening. I'm glad that you're watching my video. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. If you want to leave me a comment or a question or anything, do so, please, way down below at the bottom. And after the other video ads, I think, the place for the comments. So I hope y'all all have a good evening, and maybe I'll get back on here at the end of the week after I get my hair done, maybe Saturday, and show you how it turned out and everything. So everybody, remember, there is a higher power, and he will take care of you. God is real, and all you got to do is ask and take care of yourself. Well, that's a dose of me. See you later.